Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's been a lot happening lately, and actually, I have been working hard to migrate the entire community that you might have known as Lord's Society to a new concept which I call the Airy Society. Why is that? Mostly because Law Society was created to basically help men that struggle with drifting in life through body, mindset, purpose, and finances. But I realize there is more and more women which are willing to gain control of their lives, and therefore I decided to create a concept which is open for both, for actually men and women willing to build something remarkable. So as I said, welcome to this new video. This video I wanted to approach the topic of purpose, of direction in life. And in order to do so, because we hear so many times about, oh, we have to find our purpose, we have to understand what's our direction in life. But it's something which is so cliche and easy to say, and at the same time, so difficult to face and actually encounter the right way to do so. And I guess it's much easier to understand what's the opposite of purpose in life, of direction in life. In Japanese terms, they call it ikigai. It's basically your reason to wake up every single morning, like where you get the energy from to take action to achieve what you want to achieve in life, or basically to serve your mission. And that's a very powerful word, I would say, because most people are thinking on goals and targets and I don't know, achieve this much money and so on and so forth. And it doesn't has to be connected to that. To understand properly what purpose or direction in life means, you need to understand what's exactly the opposite, which is drifting. Someone who drifts is someone that doesn't really know how to feel or use the time in his life, and uses the time to fill up those this void basically. So how to do this is basically to try to look for distractions all the time. So when you are doing, let's say, nothing and you feel restless and you need to do something else because you are not even able to face deep questions about who you are or why are you here? What's your mission? What are you, how can you serve other people in this reality, in this world? When you do not want to face those questions and you basically try to fill up this voice with whatever activities, it could be any distraction, it could be watching movies, it could be or TV, it could be video games, it could be overeating, drinking, partying, you name it. There is so many different things. So, and most people think that purpose might be goals, and it's actually not connected to that. Purpose or direction in life is like, first, you need to approach your curiosities. That's number one. When you have interest into something, you might have discovered a passion. And when you have discovered a passion, you might know already what's your gift. Every one of us, we have a talent. And that talent, you know, or you feel at least which one is that. So when you know your talent and you know your curiosities, if you think about how to merge both things, and try to serve many other people, that's exactly how direction or alignment, purpose looks like. And most people will say, yeah, but me by doing nothing, I'm happy as well. Well, that's in theory. You might be happy for a while, but not for life. At some point, you will feel useless. You would regret something. You will realize that many of the things that they sell to, yeah, basically in society, they sell to us as the pleasures of life, right? Traveling or eating or drinking or, having a good time, enjoying. Those are the pleasures, right? You will realize that after doing this over and over, you will feel like something is off. There is no such big happiness as you thought you would have. And that's why, or that I would say, is what drifting looks like. It could be pleasant at the beginning, but once you repeat this over time, you will see there is no such big happiness on that. And what makes you happy, because we are, you could say, social animals, is to use your talent in order to serve other people, in order to help other people. What's your talent? This is something that you have to figure out. You have probably, that you have, maybe, I don't know, it could be you're good at drawings, you're good at connecting with people, you're good at, I don't know, solving extremely difficult problems. It could be anything, but that's exactly how it works. In my case, for instance, I feel like, after I'm a barber, I've been working as a barber for over 24 years. And I feel like I have a very deep sense of how to connect with people. At the same time, without knowing, I've been all of these years helping people from a perspective of, you could say, life coaching, as a therapist, in a sense, practitioner. So I wanted to always uh, create much more impact than just by doing a haircut. I love my job. Don't get me wrong. I love it very much. And I train my focus. I love to train also my eye, to see that the lines flow. I can create harmony. I can control the volumes, I can deliver a shape which is bespoke with on the combination of head shape and hair texture. But it's still, from my perspective, a haircut is not a life changer. To try to understand what are the problems of people and show, or at least inspire them to get to the right way in terms of having control over their life. And for control, I mean to build a nice physique, which for me, it was always, you could say, a big problem in terms of I've been drifting and I really didn't have control over my body until now. So by having that and building also a mindset, and also being able to understand what's my direction, because I know I'm quite good at connecting with people. I felt like that for all of these years, because I never had a problem to have enough clients, ever, in different countries, actually. um and yeah, at the same time, I feel like I always had a very deep interest on systems to generate money. And I discover, out of exploring this kind of curiosity, that they have a true passion for the stock exchange. And not only that, but also for cash flow assets, to the point that I built and a strategy which I call the Waterfall Strategy. Is my own framework in which I do optimize capital through money rotation or capital rotation. I try to time and understand the cycles, and I focus on cyclical stocks in order to rotate the capital and maximize it in each tier. And this, because of that curiosity, that passion through stock exchange and cyclical assets, I also discovered that, well, I would like to serve people with that. And that's exactly why I created this kind of coaching program, for to help people on stop drifting and build something real. And for something real, I mean build your presence by controlling your body, by controlling your nutrition, building an unbreakable mindset, understanding what's your purpose, what's your direction in life, and ultimately have control on your finance, because I know how stressful that could be. I've been in serious debts. When I was 24 years old, I was in minus 650,000 US dollars, and I still have at least almost 150K left on down payments. So, but I see the potential of what I do, and I know it's just a matter of time for me to achieve a point where it's gonna be impressive, the results that I'm gonna get. So, this is what I see as purpose, is something that you or we have to dig and dive in, because without that is extremely hard to achieve maximum happiness. Right now, my life has changed more than 180 degrees. I come from a life where, or a lifestyle where I was used to accumulate things or have all kind of you could say uh, stuff when it comes to hobbies, when it comes to drinks, when it comes to cars and so on. And I wasn't happy. I felt a bit like everything was draining me. And out of trying to rebuild my entire life, it was when I started to achieve the biggest joy I ever had. So think about that, reconsider it. If you've been feeling like your life feels off for a while, and the things that you were told to do doesn't give you anything, that's probably your signal. So try to rethink, try to reflect, and start by satisfying your curiosities, your interests. Probably out of doing this, you will find your passion. And if you have done a bit of self-analysis, try to understand what are you good at. And from that, connect with how you could implement your talent and your passion in order to help others. I can tell you there is no better happiness on earth, no matter which wine you think it is, or no matter which kind of meal in a restaurant. Forget about that. This is real, for real, what's going to give you true happiness and a sense of waking up every morning full of energy, full of vitality, because you're going to feel absolutely alive. Next video, guys, I'm going to talk about finance, and I'm going to develop a little bit more this I've been mentioning before, which is what I call the waterfall strategy. So perhaps you could understand from a much deeper perspective what's exactly what I do on the stock exchange and how I implement that strategy to have amazing results that I'm going to share with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.